Hello my beautiful Huns, I hope you guys are all doing well and welcome to the first, well actually no, this is not the first, but the first official, yes I can say that, the first official video from Travel Thursdays. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Belle Michelle. I do videos all around fashion, style and travel. And from time to time, I will sprinkle in anything extra that I like to speak about. So, what is Travel Thursdays? It is going to be a series on my channel. Every other Thursday on this channel is going to be dedicated to all things travel. Whenever I have a travel vlog, they will be uploaded on Thursdays, maybe sometimes Sundays, depending if there's a part 1, part 2. But ultimately, Thursdays on this channel and over on my Instagram are going to be dedicated to all things travel. My Instagram is sort of a mixture, a very lovely mixture of style and travel, but I always thought that here on my channel I do focus more on fashion, and this is something that I actually wanted to do from the start of last year when I started uploading a lot more regularly. I think the world is definitely opening up and I have so much travel content to share with you guys. I also had previously done a video all about solo traveling and tips on solo traveling for females, and that did really well on my channel, so I thought what better way than to start off this series then with my top 10 countries that I would recommend for any first time solo traveler, in particular female solo traveler, in particular black female solo traveler. Now when I was picking these countries, there are 5 things that I was thinking about. Firstly, ease of travel. Second, safety. Third, do they attract other solo travelers, how affordable they are or best price, and 5th, food, in particular halal food for my fellow Muslims. Now I do want to preface this by saying there is no country in this world that is 100% safe for anyone. No matter what country you're going to, whether they're ranked the safest in the world, always have your wits about you, especially as a woman. Do check out my tips on solo traveling because I do give tips there on how to stay safe. But yeah, always have your wits about you and always let someone know where you are. And if you're on social media, do not post in real time. I do not post in real time. I don't even post my daily Insta stories in real time. I always post about a week late. Previously, I used to do it a day late. I mainly did that so that I can interact with my audience on Instagram. However, now I do it for safety because there are a lot of crazy people in this world. So yes, always have your wits about you wherever you're traveling to. These countries are in absolutely no particular order, but the first one that I'm going to start off with is Spain, but in particular Barcelona. Now for food, Spain is a Christian country, so in terms of halal options, there won't be a vast majority, but you do have a few halal stores that you can go to. In particular, the reason why I say Barcelona is I did a solo trip to Barcelona for my 21st birthday, and it was honestly one of the best European trips that I did. The great thing about Barcelona is that you have that city feel, but it's also a coastal region, so you also get the beaches, and there are a plethora of beautiful hotels that you can stay at. When I was there last, I stayed at this beautiful hotel that had this sort of Alice in Wonderland feel, and it wasn't too expensive either, and you can get so much done in little time. And there is so much to do in Barcelona, from visiting the Sagrada Familia to Park Güell. If any of you are Cheetah Girl fans like myself, visiting Park Güell will be absolutely amazing for you. However, do be warned, there is a very long staircase to get to Park Güell that no one warned me about, so wear comfortable shoes. It also has a very good and easy to navigate metro line, meaning that you'll be able to get around very easily. Now if you want somewhere a bit more tropical, if you like the outdoors areas, then I would definitely recommend Indonesia, in particular Bali. Now recently Bali has been getting like a bad rep, especially around the travel community, because people are saying that it's too touristy, it's getting a lot dirtier, and I just think we have no one to blame but ourselves, especially as travel bloggers, because I think the rise in travel bloggers has contributed to the rise of people wanting to travel more and visit these areas. So I think it's unfair to just say, oh, Bali's too oversaturated and touristy, because Bali is still a very beautiful country. Now I will say Seminyak is not my favorite, however Ubud is amazing. The rice fields are so beautiful, there is so much culture, and even if you venture even further north up to Bali, it really gets even more beautiful. There is this wonderful hotel called the Manjai in northern Bali, and you can stay in these tree houses. It is so beautiful, and obviously you have the other little islands, the Gili Islands, the Nusa Islands. If you are adamant that I don't want to go to Bali because it's too touristy, you can also visit Lombok, which is also a very beautiful area. Bali is very tropical. The people are so kind and so calm and so respectful. The food is amazing and reasonably priced. everything in Indonesia or even Southeast Asia is so reasonably priced. So in terms of value for money, you can get some of the most amazing accommodation for literally about 50 or 40 pounds a night. Like amazing, stunning villas. And the food is absolutely amazing. For my fellow Muslims, Bali is a Muslim country, so the majority of the food is halal, so you don't have to worry about that either. If you want to go somewhere truly magical, then I would recommend Cappadocia. This will come to no surprise to some of my regular watchers. I recently did, well actually not recently, it was a year ago that I did a solo trip around Turkey. I went to Istanbul, Fethiye and Cappadocia, but I only recently posted the vlog. It will be linked in the description bar below. But Cappadocia is absolutely magical. I was a bit apprehensive when I visited, thinking that it would just be this insta-famous destination, but it is so much more than that. There is so much history. The people in Cappadocia are so lovely. I think they are the most friendly people that I've met while traveling around Turkey. So respectable. Also, there are a lot of other solo travelers in Cappadocia, so if you want to be able to speak to other people, you'll be able to do that. There are so many unique cave hotels at very reasonable prices, stunning cave hotels, and everyone knows everyone. So even if you say want to book a photography balloon tour, someone at your hotel will probably know the person and be able to coordinate times and all of that stuff, just making it very, very smooth for you. There are also a variety of tours that you can do in Cappadocia. So for me personally, I did a tour with I Heart Cappadocia and it was their red tour, and I went to the open air museum. We also saw some of the chimneys, we did some pottery making, we did so many things in just one day, and it was great because navigating around Cappadocia can be a bit difficult. It is very, very hilly, very, very hilly. So unless you're a very confident driver, I would not suggest booking a car. There's not really a lot of buses, so doing the tours means that you can get to a lot of different places and they will pick you up directly from your hotel and then take you all around. I personally wouldn't recommend doing a hot air balloon ride, but it's up to you. If you want to know why I wouldn't recommend that, check out my recent Cappadocia vlog. I'm really a big fan of Turkish food, and in Cappadocia particularly, you can get these pottery kebabs where you can smash them and then beautiful juice of rice and meat, depending on what you get, just oozes out and smells amazing. Can you tell I'm a bit of a foodie? And if you're Muslim, there are so many halal options. Next up, we're going to go all the way to the USA, and I would recommend New York as a place to solo travel for the first time. Number one, it's a cosmopolitan city. Now, once again, you have to have your wits about you no matter where you're going, but it's such a hustle and bustle. If you are a fan of those city breaks, New York will definitely give that to you. There are so many things to do, so many things to see. If you're into jazz, if you're into arts, into culture, there is just so much to do in New York. There are also a lot of expats, a lot of people who have moved there for work from the UK, from Africa, so you'll be able to interact with so many people. The nightlife is amazing if you're into that, but even if you're not, the culture is amazing. And if you're a lover of fashion and a lover of shopping, then New York is definitely a destination to go to. The next destination I'm going to recommend might have some raised eyebrows, like what? But I would recommend taking a solo trip to the Maldives. Now I know, I can hear it right now. The Maldives, vacation, honeymoon destination. Why would I want to go to the Maldives on my own? Hear me out. The reason why I recommend the Maldives is, number one, the people there are so friendly, and the Maldives is a place where you can do it very, very luxurious in a beautiful resort with the overwater villa, or you can actually do it on a budget as well. There are some beautiful local islands with some really helpful locals. When we went to the Maldives, we spent a few days in Tlushudu. I hope I pronounced that properly. The island was so beautiful. It was small, so there was a really lovely tight-knit community. The locals were so lovely. The food was amazing, and if you're into surfing, then I've heard that it's very good for surfing, and I saw a lot of surfers there. Also, if you're Muslim, the Maldives is a Muslim country. Halal options, endless options, so much. Oh, the food in the Maldives, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on the resorts and also on the local islands. But one of the main reasons why the Maldives is actually one of my top destinations to do solo, and I actually want to do it solo, although I don't think my husband would let me, because he loved it so much that if I say I'm going back to the Maldives, he's definitely going to be right next to me on that flight. But the reason why I say it's perfect for solo is because it is so safe. With the resorts, if you're a first-time solo traveler and you're a bit anxious, you want to meet people, staying in a resort is the perfect option. Number one, you're going to meet people because you'll regularly see the same people. Also, the resorts will sort out a lot of your excursions, so whether you want to go snorkeling, the water activities in the Maldives are endless. Now, depending on what you want to do would depend on what resort you should book, because there are so many resorts in the Maldives. I could do an entire video on the best resorts to go to in the Maldives depending on what you want to do. But that's another great thing. There are so many options at different price ranges. Because you're on a resort, you will meet people, you're in a safe area, and even if you don't meet people, the staff on the resort will be so friendly that you won't feel like you're alone. I need to book another trip to the Maldives. Next on my list is Iceland. It's regularly ranked as one of the safest, if not the safest country in the world. I've heard that people will leave their cars running and just go about their business. I don't know how good that is for us, especially when we're going through this whole global warming crisis, but I digress. Iceland is very safe and it is stunning. Now, in terms of price, it is quite expensive. It is one of the top 5 most expensive countries in the world. So get your coins, get your bank cards ready, because you will be spending a lot of money, but it will be totally worth it. There's so much stunning scenery. You have a lot of the thermal baths like the Blue Lagoon. There's also a new one that was recently opened called the Sky Lagoon, which looks stunning. You have the Northern Lights show. However, I will say, if you really want to see the Northern Lights, Norway is actually the best country to go to. And it is also a very safe country. It's just that it's a lot bigger than Iceland, and getting around in Norway, a lot of the most beautiful scenery in Norway is like further up north, and it is such a large country. But you can also get the Northern Lights half of the year in Iceland, and it's a popular destination for travelers, so you definitely will not feel alone. Next up, we're going to go right down under to Australia. Actually, I'm going to cheat a bit and pair Australia and New Zealand together, because one of the benefits of solo traveling, and one of the things that I like to do, especially when I'm solo traveling, is I like to link a lot of countries, or try and see where I can maybe do 2 countries at the same time if they're close to each other. And navigating between Australia and New Zealand is pretty easy, I've heard. Now, in New Zealand, if you're into backpacking, I particularly am not. I know the type of person that I am. I like comfortability. I'm not a hostel type of person. There's nothing wrong with staying in hostels. I'm just not that type of person. And I think it's good to know the type of person that you are. But you have the Kiwi experience in New Zealand, where it's a hop on and hop off bus. I know it's more catered to the younger audience. So if you're under the age of 25 and you like partying and all of that stuff, you'll really like it. However, if you're a bit older, or even if you like a more calmer life, there's also the stray bus experience. Both of these experiences go around New Zealand and just show you the absolute beauty of the country. In terms of price, New Zealand and Australia are quite expensive, so get your coins ready, get your bank card ready, because you're going to spend money. But once again, it's money on experiences, it's money on amazing scenery, so it will definitely be worth it. And if you're really into outdoor activities, then there are so many beautiful hikes, but there's also so much culture as well, particularly in Australia, that you can soak up and take in. Staying in that down under region, I would also recommend solo traveling to the French Polynesian islands. Similar to Bali, the people are so friendly, so respectable, and if you want to go somewhere where you can relax, do a lot of water sports, there is no other place on this earth, maybe apart from the Maldives, but there is no other place on this earth than the French Polynesian islands, because the water is clear and beautiful. There is so much marine life, so much unique marine life that you can do there, and it is just stunning. The countries there are also very popular with travelers, old and young, so no matter your age range, I'm sure you'll be able to find someone there that you can resonate with and even form new friendships with. Now, I could not do this video without recommending some African countries, because all the videos that I've seen as well did not recommend any countries in Africa, and as an African, I truly believe our continent is the best in the world. The amount of nature and wildlife, the food, the people. Yes, we do have our commotions, but a lot of that is because some other people decided to come and colonize a lot of our countries, but that's a video for another day. But I truly believe that everyone should take a trip to at least 1, maybe 2 African countries in their lifetime. Now, there are so many countries I would recommend, but Southern Africa would definitely be top of my list. In particular, Botswana. Whenever we think about safaris, people usually think about Tanzania or they think about South Africa, but Botswana is so beautiful. Now, it's a Christian country, so in terms of halal options, you would need to look and check. However, the safaris there are amazing. The elephant safaris, I have a thing for elephants, absolutely stunning. The people are lovely, and there's so much to do in terms of wildlife. Now last but by absolutely no means least is the Philippines. Once again, Southeast Asia, so beautiful, affordable, amazing food, and also popular with other solo travelers, so you'll definitely feel safe and be able to make new connections. Additionally, there are so many islands to visit that you could literally do a very long solo trip, or you could do a short solo trip and just venture into one island but then maybe come back again. Now because there are so many different islands, logistically it is quite hard to get around, and if you're prone to seasickness, I would not recommend it. However, that is just a part of the beauty of the country, and the people there are so friendly and always willing to help anyone navigate around the country. Actually, I know I said that was the last, however, I have a bonus country, well, 2 countries, but I consider them as one for you. We are going back to my beautiful continent of Africa and to my beautiful home countries of Gambia and Senegal. The reason why I didn't put these in the official top 10 is because most people would assume that I'm being biased because I am Gambian and Senegalese. But the reason why I picked them is Gambia is the smallest country in mainland Africa, and it is also one of the safest countries. Gambian people are well known for being very, very friendly, and the country has so much culture. Both Gambia and Senegal are Muslim countries, so you don't have to worry about food. Also, in terms of beaches, Gambia has some of the most beautiful beaches, and so does Senegal. It's also very easy to navigate between the 2 countries. You can get a ferry directly from Banjul to Barra. However, if you're planning on going to Dakar, I would actually recommend flying because Dakar is a 6-hour drive from Barra. If you're into culture and art, Dakar is the place to be. Gambia is also very affordable. Senegal is a bit more, not even a bit more. Senegal is expensive, but that means you have a balance. Affordability in Gambia, take the boat over to Senegal, spend a little, but what did I say before? You will not regret the spending because you're spending on experiences that you will cherish for a lifetime. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up as it really does help my videos in the YouTube algorithm. If you're not already subscribed, I think you should. You've got to the end of the video, so I think that you like me. Click that subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you never miss an upload, and head over to my Instagram because sometimes I will also do a bit of a travel Thursdays Q&A with you guys. And if you like this video, I think you might like this video here or possibly this video here. Click on either of those and let me continue to entertain you. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this video, and I will see you all in my next video.